Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
9 men are accused of participating in a street race back in October. The incident happened near the intersection of East Benson Road and North Sycamore Avenue.
Court documents say an officer responded to a report of 40 cars racing and hundreds of people in attendance. The reporting party said he called police after organizers refused to pay his friend for winning. When the officer arrived, he said there were about 50 people standing on the side of the street.
We're trying to think and work outside the box so that way we're able to do our job safely as well. To affect those, those that need to be arrested and those that need to be cited in regard to these offenses.
Police used pictures and video to identify the suspects. So far, 8 men have been arrested, but police say the list of suspects could grow. 6 months after 13-year-old Emmy Gorman died, Kent Duncan was charged with reckless boating. Yesterday, Duncan appeared in Lake County Court.
He pleaded guilty to reckless boating and was sentenced to 56 days of work release and 4 days in the Minnehaha County Jail. Duncan has waived his right to appeal the case. 2 firefighters were able to walk away from an I-29 crash with only minor injuries. The men were in a fire truck vehicle when a semi-truck was forced to brake because of a car in front of it.
This caused the semi to jackknife and T-bone the firefighter's vehicle. Unfortunately, crashes with first responders are not uncommon.
Since it's weekly of vehicles getting struck, firefighters killed, ambulance personnel killed, law enforcement killed.
First responders say when you see emergency vehicles on the side of the road, you need to slow down and move over.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Could be another slick start to the day out there, Scott.
Yeah, something worth paying attention to as you do make your way out and about for this morning. We had the snow from yesterday and last night, added up to around a ½ inch of accumulation in and around Sioux Falls, and a couple of lingering flurries or a quick hit of light snow still possible during the early morning hours. Now, it will be a cold day. Temperatures today in the teens and 20s. Winds pick up tomorrow from the west. We could see wind gusts of 30 to 40, areas of blowing snow. And looks like above average temperatures will return as we do go through the weekend. That'll happen by Sunday. I'll have more details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Kansas City police continue to investigate the shooting at the Chiefs Super Bowl parade. It left 1 person dead and 20 others injured, including 9 children with gunshot wounds.
A Sioux Falls woman and her family were at the parade and were close enough to hear the gunshots ring out and got trampled by a rushing crowd.
Honestly, I don't really remember. It was all so fast and everything was happening so quickly. I was just kind of panicking.
The Terrys say they first thought the gunshots were fireworks, but later learned they were potentially in harm's way. They told KELOLAND News they're glad to be back home safe and sound. Kansas City police say 2 juveniles were arrested. Yesterday, the wildfire mitigation crews in Rapid City were out in Star Village working on 30 burn piles.
This monitored burn is to help vegetate the north side of the hill, as well as work on boxing in any potential fire that could start in late spring through the summer.
Our crew mechanically thins areas, so if a fire does happen, it lessens the possibility of it being worse than it could be.
The wildfire mitigation crews are back out today to evaluate the burn piles. Well, foosball in German loosely translates into table soccer. In the U.S., foosball is often thought of as a game people play in bars. However, students at Harrisburg High School can find it as part of a wellness class.
The game comprises of 2 teams, each with 13 figures. Players stand on opposite sides and maneuver 2 to 4 rods, trying to kick the ball into their opponent's goal.
It's just something that I'm not great at, but it's a fun thing to try to get better, even in the short amount of time I've been playing.
The South Dakota Foosball Club is inviting high school students to play in the juniors division of the State Foosball Championship in Flandreau, February 24th through the 26th. Players can still sign up. We've included a link with this story on KELOLAND.com.
And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Scott?
All right, good morning, everybody. We'll go with a decrease in cloud cover as we do go through the morning hours, or maybe a couple of us still with some flurries or a quick hit of light snow this morning. Should not add up to too much. We'll have northwest winds today, 10 to 20 miles per hour, with the occasional higher gust, but stronger winds expected for tomorrow. They'll come in from the west, 20 to 30, 35 miles per hour, sustain some of those wind gusts near 40. That will eventually lead to areas of blowing snow for tomorrow, especially over that deeper snowpack north of Interstate 90. We are looking at lighter winds for Sunday, and I think that trend continues right into early next week. So northwest winds today, some of these wind gusts near 25. Stronger winds expected for tomorrow. They'll come in from the west, maybe the northwest. Wind gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour. Then the winds do die down as we get into the second half of the weekend. We continue to watch for above average temperatures as we do get into this weekend, with Sunday's highs returning to the 40s for many of us. Our forecast in the meantime for today showing temperatures, probably in the teens and 20s. We'll have that northwest wind 10 to 20 with the occasional higher gust. Forecast for tonight showing single digits and teens. And for tomorrow, it will be a warmer day, though windier day too, with highs in the 30s and 40s. You can check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great weekend.